Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to the 2021 European Championships coming to you from Västerås in Sweden. Well, it's hard to believe, but we are now on day 7 of this wonderful festival of powerlifting. It seems like only yesterday that we started, but we've had 2 days of fabulous sub junior competition, followed by 4 more days of quite spectacular junior competition. And I think if you've been watching us so far this week, you must agree that spectacular has been the most appropriate word. Session after session after session, the juniors delivered, and now it is the turn of the open lifters. We always ask, can the open lifters match what the juniors have done? And the answer almost inevitably will be yes, because it always is. So this is the first of 4 days of open competition. Just sit back and enjoy it. The first session today is the women's 47 and 52 kilo classes. You can see the running order on your screen. It will be one flight, which means it will be the more traditional way of presenting powerlifting, where they all squat together. There's a 20-minute break. The lifters warm up for bench press, another 20-minute break, and then the lifters go in deadlift. And we see the first competitor, and this is, well, who's that looking over? No, it's not. That's the Russian lifter, Klishk, and she is the first out on 97.5 kilos to get the open competition underway, lifting in the under 47 kilo class. And a more than double body weight squat, to put things in context, gets the Open Championship underway with 3 white flights. Now, Emma Granlund of Sweden will be next. 105 kilos on the bar. And she comes out with a big smile on her face. Also in the under 47s, we'll jumping between the 47s and the 52s all day. If I ever forget to say, then just check the graphic on the screen as the lifter walks out. Top left hand corner will tell you. And she brought that up very comfortably, and it is 3 white lights for Granlund. Let's just watch that again. Plenty more there. Now, next up will be from Great Britain, Lenka Pilnikova, and she will be opening on 105 kilos as well. And that looks good for Pilnikova. 3 white lights. And the bar goes up to 115 kilos for the next 2 lifters. We are still in the 47s. The next lifter will be the first out in the 52s. This is Karen Angelini from Italy, 115 kilos, and boy, does she look fired up. And three white lights.
3 white light, good lift for you. Next lifter, Oriana
Great
Barlow
sport.
from Ireland.
And we move into the 52s for the first time
Oriana from
for
Ireland.
Anna Hurahan from Ireland.
150 kilo, next
Her
lifter,
PB is
Lopez Hernandez Anna.
127.5, so 115 should be safe opening attempt. That look good?
Yes,
And three
3
white
white
lights.
light, good lift.
And the bar weight goes up to 117.5 kilos. We
Next
go
lifter,
back to the under
Ana
47 kilo
Fernandez from
class for
Spain.
Ana Lores
1 ready
Fernandez
for you.
from Spain. As you can see, her personal best 122.5, coming in 5 kilos below that number. Oh, that looked very comfortable, very easy. She smiles before she racks the
Good
bar.
lift,
She
2 white
knows
light
it's
for
good.
you.
The referees agree, and it's three white lights.
120 kilo
Now,
for
Tetiana
Tatiana.
Shabinska from Ukraine will be up next
Great.
on the bar 120 kilos. And we're back
Bar is
into the
ready.
52 kilo class.
Next lifter, Cabanil Chabel Jessica.
And Shavinska is only 2.5 kilos below her personal best with her opener. She brings that up well.
Good
And that
work.
is the first red
Good
light of
lift.
the competition.
Good
It's a
work.
good lift. Two white lights.
Next
The center
lifter,
referee called it in depth. And it was just on the
Cabanil
board.
Chabel Jessica from Spain. The bar is loaded for you.
Now, Jessica Cabanil Chavez from Spain in the
Next lifter,
52. She's
Marie
opening in
Gilles.
127.5. And this will be a personal best for their opener. We have her PB as 125 kilos. And she is getting really fired up. This for a new personal best. And that looks really good to me.
Yes,
And to
good
the
lift.
referees,
8
three
white
white
lights.
lights.
Next lifter, Marie Dalida
Now
Cali.
Dalida Mari from Italy up
135
next in the
kilo. The
52s.
bar is
And the
loaded
weight
for
in the
Marie
bar
Dalida, Italy.
135 kilos. Again, 5 kilos below her personal best. Oh, that looks very comfortable as
Easy.
well.
And good lift. 3
Three
white
white
lights for
lights.
you. Next lifter, Rico Shizuka
And
from
Shizuka Rico from France will be out next. 135
Bar is loaded
kilos.
for Rico.
And still we have one lifter remaining in the 47s. And she will be next. But this is Rico. And again, she brought that up well. And three white lights for Rico. Now we go back to the under 47 kilo class. And the last lifter out is Tiffany Chapon, 147 kilos on the bar for her opener. Let me tell you that the world junior record is 150 kilos, and guess who holds that record?
Tiffany Chapeau.
None other than the lifter you see on your screens. This is get within 2.5 kilos of the world record with her opening attempt. And how easy was that? She gets a red light for depth from the central referee, but it's a good lift, 2-1. And suddenly she is 20 kilos ahead of the opposition. In fact, sorry, 30 kilos ahead. I'm looking at the prognosis numbers. And we are in the 52s for the final two lifts. And this is Noemi Alabert from France, 150 kilos on the bar. This equals the world junior record.
World champion of the moment.
Sorry, not the world's junior record. Uh, we're not in the juniors anymore. My apologies. The world open record is 152.5. I have to get juniors out of my head now. After those 6 days of competition, that is three white lights. And Plum Deckers of the Netherlands is the first, last one out in the first round, and she is taking
Claude Decker, Netherlands.
152.5 kilos. Just to avoid any confusion in the 52s, the world open record is 160.5 kilos, and Deckers opens on 152.5, only 8 kilos away from the world record. Oh, and wasn't that impressive?
Yes,
Three
Tiffany
white
Chapeau,
lights,
Philippe.
and this competition is building already to be something perhaps a little bit special. And the great news at the end of the first round is every lifter has a green light against their name. Nobody will go out in squats. And there is your summary from the first round. Chapon leads in the under 47 kilo class.
Next lifter,
Deckers
Jean-Luc
just 2.5
Decker.
kilos ahead of Alabert in the 52s. And we're back in the second round. And this is Anna Klishk from Russia with her second attempt, 102.5 kilos. And that's a good battle, but the referees decided not deep enough. And that is the first failure
Next
of the
lifter,
day. Thankfully, it's come in the second round. And this is Emma Granlund of Sweden, 110 kilos on the bar, as you can see in the under 47 kilo class. And that looks good. And three white lights. And if you've been watching the coverage for the previous 6 days and you're wondering what's happened to the 43 kilo class, well, that class only operates in sub junior. and junior lifting. In open powerlifting, the lightest women's class is the 47 kilo class. And this is Pilnikova from Great Britain. Her second attempt, 112.5 kilos. And that looks good.
Nice.
Three white
Everybody in
lines.
three white lines.
And next we will have Angelini from Italy, Karen Angelini, and she is one of two lifters who will tackle
Angelini
122.5
Dario.
kilos. As you
Angelini
can see,
David from
she is
Italy.
only 3 kilos below her personal best. She holds the Italian record with 125.5 kilos. Can she beat that in the third round? Remember, you can't chip it for a national record at an international event. So she would have to go to 127.5 to get it. And that's good. But as we've said time and time again, in these lighter women's bodyweight classes, 2.5 kilos can be a big, big jump. And that was a good lift for Angelini. It was 2-1. The centre referee called it in depth, but good nonetheless. We move to the under 52 kilo class for Anna Hurahan from Ireland, and she's taking 122.5 kilos, a 7.5 kilo jump from her opener, but still 5 kilos below her personal best. And this is the lift that will tell her what she's likely to be able to get today. And that was strong. And three white lights. And I would guess the next weight we would see would be 125. She want to get the extra 2.5 kilos rather than throw it away, searching for five that may not be there. Now, Stravinska from Ukraine in the 52s, 125 kilos on the bar. This would be a new personal best. And that looks good. And again, center referee calls a lift on depth. Both side referees happy.
From Spain. Everybody's ready for you. Come on
Now you
now.
can hear the shouts as Ana Lores Fernandez from Spain comes onto the platform to attempt 127.5 kilos. A 10 kilo jump in the 47s, almost unheard of. And this is for a new personal best. And that was a great squat. Three white lights, and she is delighted. Now the other Spanish lifter, Jessica Cabanillo Chavez, is up next in the 52 kilo class, and she's going for 135 kilos. This is a 7.5 kilo jump. Her opener was a PB. This is to put 10 kilos on her incoming PB with a lift remaining.
Dale duro, vamos. Venga, fuerte.
Super impressive stuff.
Venga, vamos. Eso es, va. Venga, bien colocada. Fuerte espalda, vamos. Venga, Jessica, arriba, vamos. Quieta la orden. Venga, quieta la orden, Jessica. Vamos. Venga, duro, vamos. Fuerte, apretando, apretando abajo. ¡Vamos! Quieta, 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 quieta.
And that looks good, and she smiles. She thinks it's good. The referees say it's good. Now, Dalida Marie from Italy. And then we have three French lifters following one another. And then finally Deckers. This is Marie 142.5, also for a personal best by 2.5 kilos. And she's jumped 7.5. And she's got it. We'll wait for the referee's lights. Yes, it's good. The white lights. And next we have a World Open record attempt by Tiffany Chapon from France. She is the current world record holder, and the world record is 152.5. This takes it up half a kilo, and we are only in the second round. To put it into context, this is well over 3 times body weight.
Respiration, préparation.
3 times body weight is about 140.
Position de la barre, sortie.
This is 153 for a new world record. Tiffany Chapon.
Grosse pression en haut.
Close stance that she always uses.
Relance, relance, relance.
And she's bringing it up. She's battling. That looks good. And the referees say good lift. 2-1. Once again, the center referee called it on depth. Both side referees called it good. And Chapon breaks her own world record, pushes it up to 153 kilos. And still the action continues. Rico from France is up next. Jizuka Rico, 155 kilos. In the 52s, and remember the world record here is 160.5 kilos.
Appui, réaction. Appui, réaction. Allez.
And she brings it back up. And again, it's a good lift, 2-1. Center referee calling it in depth. Both side referees saying it is good. And remember, they have the best 3 seats in the house. Now, Noemi Alibert from France, 157.5 kilos in the bar for her as well. And that is a no lift. She got a red, a blue, and a yellow for that one. Well, I'm not sure what the blues and yellows were for, but all 3 referees gave red. It's a no lift. And now Plundeckers, Netherlands, 157.5 kilos in the lead at the end of the first round. This to push that lead. get within 3 kilos of the world record. So let's see if she gets this, and let's see if there's 3.5 kilos more there. And I think the answer to both is a resounding yes. Three white lights. And Deckers will surely go 161 in the third round. Remember, you only get the opportunity to break world records at international events. And just to summarize, Chapon with a huge 153, a new world record, has a massive lead in the 47s from Lores Fernandez and Angelini, and in the 52s, it is Deckers who leads from Alibert and Rico. And we go into the third round, and it's Anna Klishk from Russia. She missed 102. She's taking it again. That looks good. What do the referees say? It's a good lift, 2-1. She got a yellow. Well, let's see if we can see what the yellow was for. Can't see. Not to say it wasn't properly awarded, but I just couldn't see. I was checking if elbows touched thighs or anything like that and couldn't see it. Now, this is Granlund. She's not stopped smiling since the competition started, having a great time. 115 kilos on the bar, equaling her personal best, fighting it back up. And no reason to smile this time. It's two reds, depth from the center referee, and again a yellow from the side referee. And I'm sorry, but I just can offer no explanation of what the yellow is for. Now, Pilnikova from Great Britain, 117.5 kilos in the bar for her third and final attempt. This will leave her in fourth place in the 47s. And she battles it all the way up. And it's a good lift, 2-1. Just looking ahead at the scoreboard, I can indeed tell you that Deckers has gone 161 kilos for her third attempt. Chapon has gone 154. So we will see world record attempts in both these classes. What a start to the open competition. This is Angelini, a really fired up, intense Angelini. Oh, she battles and she smiles before it even gets to the top. She thinks it's good. It is good. 2-1. And she jumps into the arms of the coach in delight. Now, Anna Hurahan in the 52s, 127.5 kilos on the bar. She's made a 7.5 and then a 5 kilo jump. She is now on her personal best. This will equal it. Remember, in open lifting, you won't see so many PBs as in the juniors, because many of the juniors are new lifters developing all the time. These are established senior international lifters that looks good, that have put in fantastic performances in the past. And that's what they have to beat. But that is 3 white lights for Hurahan and Shavinska from Ukraine, 127.5 kilos on the bar, an increase of only 2.5 kilos. She did seem close to her limit last time. She got two whites and a red, so can she go slightly deeper? She gets three white lights from her third attempt. And I don't think she went deep enough, and whether she did or not, she could not pull it back up again. Now Ana Lourdes Fernandez from Spain in the 47 kilo class. The battle here, of course, is for silver. Chapon is away and clear, and as you can see from the graphic, this will move her from third to second place. She's taken a 5 kilo jump and another personal best. Oh, lovely and deep, and she battles it up well. She smiles, she thinks it's good. It is good, it is three white lights, and she moves into silver medal position. No one can take that from her. Only Chapon to go now in the 47s, and we will have some lifts in the 52s. Before that, it's Jessica Cabanil Chavez, also from Spain, next. All remaining lifters are in the 52s apart from Chapon. Line in fifth place. And this will be a huge PB. This is 140 kilos. She came in with a PB of 125 kilos. 24 years old, first year of open competition. Oh, she's back. Oh, it was so close. I thought she had it, and she just ran out of momentum. The bar came down slightly, and she realized there was no point in exerting any more effort. It had gone, but she smiles nonetheless. She's had a great day. And this is Dalida Mari from Italy, 147.5. This will be a huge personal best as well by 7.5 kilos, and it will move her into bronze medal position for now. Oh, that's a fantastic lift from Mari. Three white lights. She is delighted with that, and why shouldn't she be? And she has done all she can. And now Tiffany Chapon, France, 154 kilos on the bar. She is still a junior competing in the Open. She is 20 years old, and this is for an Open world record. And that was my confusion last time with her still being a junior, but it is an Open world record. It will, of course, be a junior record as well. 154 kilos. She was good with 153. Can another kilo on the bar possibly stop her? For her second world record of the day? No, and the extra kilo was literally the straw that broke the camel's back. but she finishes with 153. Fantastic performance from Japan, and we have three lifts remaining in this fantastic first session of open competition. And next up, it's Noemi Alabert from France,
Come on,
157.5
Rico!
kilos. This to go into the lead, but this a lift. She failed on depth last time. Has to go deeper. And I think she has. We'll wait for the referees. Wasn't it powerfully back up? And it is a good lift from Alabert, 2-1. And she takes the lead in the 52s. Now we have Shizuka Rico from France, also 157.5, and they are so closely matched that on body weight, this is only good enough for bronze. What a competition! Is to go from fourth to third and push Mari out of the medals. It looked nice and deep, but no, she couldn't bring it back up, and that is a no lift for Rico. And if you're watching in Italy in this stacked competition, your lifter Mari has taken a medal. And we finish the session with a world record attempt from Plundeckers of the Netherlands. She was good with 152 and a half. She was good with 157 and a half. The world record is 160.5. Deckers is taking 161 kilos for a new world record. Oh, she's brought that up really well. And that is 3 white lights. And that is a new world record. And Pardeep Cayley, the coach, gives her a hug. And what a fantastic end to a quite stupendous first session here in open competition. We asked before the start, will the open lifters live up to the juniors? The answer is yes. The winner of the 47 kilo class with a new world record 153 kilos, Tiffany Chapon from France. The silver goes to Lores Fernandez from Spain with a fantastic lift of 132.5. The bronze to Karen Angelini with 127.5 kilos. Pilnikova from Great Britain in fourth place, but her better lifts lie ahead. And in the 52 kilo class, as in the 47s, the winner sets a new world record. It's 161 kilos for Plundeckers of the Netherlands. The silver to Alabert with 157.5. The bronze to Mari from Italy with 147.5. With Rico from France narrowly failing with her third attempt 157.5 to get in amongst the medals. What a fantastic start to open competition. The lifters have now gone away to warm up for bench press. They have 20 minutes in which to do that. The clock ticks down towards 18 minutes. Join us again in 17 minutes' time for every single bench press. and welcome back to Vasteras in Sweden for day 7 of the European Classic Powerlifting Championships 2021. Day 7 of the championships, but day 1 of open competition. And if you've been with us earlier, you will have seen a quite spectacular start to the open competition. We had world records in both the 47 and 52 kilo squats. And just a reminder of you just joining us, Tiffany Chapon from France breaking the world record in the 47 kilo class with
ready, steady,
153 kilos. And then, as if that wasn't enough, Plundeckers came along in the 52 kilo class and broke the world record with a squat of 161 kilos. And what does the bench press have in store? First out is Ana Lores Fernandez from Spain in the 47 kilo class, and the weight on the bar 57.5 kilos. Coach walks on. I think that's Malik, one of the junior lifters who performed splendidly earlier in the week. And that's a good lift, 2-1. She got a yellow. I wonder perhaps that was the butt off the bench.
Next lifter, Razak from Russia.
And it moved, but I didn't see any daylight. But perhaps from the other side, the angle is slightly different. Now, Anna Klishk from Russia is one of two lifters taking 60 kilos. A reminder again, if you're just joining us, we have the 47 and 52 kilo lifters competing in the same flight, but for different prizes, of course. And the graphic on the screen will tell you which class each lifter is in. As you see there in the top left, Klishk is in the 47s, and that is a good start. Three white lights, and the bar will remain at 60 kilos, but we will move into the 52 kilo class for Jessica Cabanil Chavez from Spain.
60 kilo for you. First attempt. Next lifter, Surikin Karim, Italy.
Venga, fuerte espalda al banco, eso es, vamos. La prepara para aguantar arriba, ¿eh? Venga, quieta, orden, quieta. Venga, quieta, 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 quieta. Venga, duro, duro abajo. Oh, va, quieta, 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 quieta.
Now, did she beat the command there? That seemed a very fast press up the chest. She gets it 2-1, and the referee indicates it was for buttocks. So she just obviously got a very fast press command, which I didn't hear, and it is a good
Surikin
lift.
Karim, Italy.
Now,
Karim,
Angelini
Italy. The jury over
Concentrate
you.
bene, tutto
from
aperto e forte
Italy
sulla
Attempt
schiena.
for
in the
Spain.
47s,
Cabanil Chavez, no lift. Cabanil
65
Chavez, no lift.
kilos on the bar.
Tutta aperta, forte, forte sotto, eh. Forte con gomito e
Already,
forte sulla
this is
schiena.
more than
Schiena,
20,
schiena
more
solida.
than
Ascolta i
50%
comandi, stai
above
durissimo.
body weight. Just to put this into context,
Duro. Veloce, ferma.
and that's a great lift. And how many people, either male or female, that go to your gym
Lifter
and
Philippe,
bench press
Philippe Nicolas,
50%
Belgrade. Ready,
over
steady.
body weight?
The bar is ready. Favorite attempt. Medgar
And
Pivnikova.
now Pilnikova from Great Britain, 70 kilos on the bar. PB is 78, so this should be a safe opener. lifting in the 47 kilo class.
Eigentlich nicht, ne?
And she takes the bar off herself. Gets the start command. And presses it out really powerfully. And 3 white lights.
Sister Rebecca Rose from Sweden. Lifting 225.
Great bench press. And the weight goes up to 72.5 kilos. We stay in the 47s. And this is Emma Granlund from Sweden, who smiled all the way through squats, and looks like she's going to smile her way through the whole competition. And that looks good. And 3 white lights. And we move to the 52 kilo class for the next 4 lifts. And first up is Noemi Alabert, 75 kilos for the next 3 lifters, all in the 52s.
The coach and just like meet Mark.
And that looks good.
TC bad job.
3 white
Not
lights.
good job. TC is not good job. Der TC, der passt nicht auf, die haben keine Masken auf, nichts.
Now Shizuka Rico from France, as we said, also on 75 kilos.
Allez, vas-y, allez.
And that's 3 white lights for Rico. And the same weight in the bar for the new world record holder in squat, Van Deckers. And as you will know, for that record to be ratified, the lifter needs to make a total. So she needs at least 1 bench and at least 1 deadlift. Oh, that's a great opener. Very safe. 2 more lifts to go. And next we have Anna Hurahan from Ireland, and the weight has gone up to 77.5 kilos. Still 5 kilos below her personal best. And the bar is loaded for her. And under the rules, she must do her wrist wraps before she comes onto the platform. Only thing that can be adjusted on the platform is the belt. Oh, and she's fighting, and that's good.
In time,
But that was a battle for an opener.
three white lights.
3 white lights. But the question is, where does she go from there?
80 kilo. Division of
Now,
Italy.
Dalida Mari
Italy,
from Italy, 80 kilos on the bar for her
Sister Stéphanie
in the
Chapot,
52
bronze.
kilo class.
Yes, okay, 3 white lights for you.
And that's a good lift, 3 white lights.
Chapot de France. 92 kilo 45. The bar is ready for Tiffany Chapot.
Now, Tiffany Chapon, 82.5 kilos on the bar. She's only 20 years old. Like Decker, she needs a bench and a deadlift to ratify the squat record, but she will want far more than that from today. Well, that was easy. And just to put that in context, the world junior bench press record is 86 kilos.
87 kilo 45 for Natalia Chavinska. Great. The bar is
And the
ready for
single bench
three.
press record is
Chavinska
87.5.
87.
Now, this is Chavinska from Ukraine, 97.5 kilos on the bar. She's been told by the referee the grip was too wide. Look at the flexibility. And that looks good.
Yes, 3 white lights
And
for
it's
you.
three white lights.
Now we start with the second attempt.
And that's the
20.
end of the first round of lifting.
23. She missed the first attempt. The bar is ready for Jessica.
And we can see that Champon leads the 47 kilo class from Granlund and Pilnikova. And in the 52s, Stravinska leads from Mari. Now, this young lady has a red light against her name, and unless I am very much mistaken, the jury must have overturned the lift because I don't remember her failing the opener. And that looks good. And it's three white lights.
Ready, 3 white lights.
I'm sorry, I'm too far away from the action
The bar
to
is ready for
be able to confirm
semi-final.
exactly what's happened there.
Alex Fernandez from
But
Italy.
nonetheless, she gets a good lift second time. She has a green light against her name, and that was in the 52s. Now back to the 47s. The other Spanish lifter, Lores Fernandez, is attempting 62.5 kilos. No, and she seemed to press the bar forward. If you watch, the bar went down her body rather than see, and then she lost it. There should be a curve that takes the bar from the chest back in the direction of the head. Not that far, of course, but if you press it forward, you just lose control. All the pressure goes onto the front of the shoulders, and they just cannot bring it back. So this is Klishk from Russia, 62.5 kilos. No, and as we've said, particularly in bench press, in these weight classes, 2.5 kilos can be the difference between what looks like an easy squat and something that's just too heavy. And we have Karen Angelini up next in the 47s, the very fired up, very animated Italian lifter.
Tutto forte, dai!
She's taking 2.5 kilos more for her second round attempt.
Sentato bene, eh? Tutta aperta! Tutta!
Remember, 2.5 kilos would represent about 4% increase
Ferma
in
lì!
this sort of
Ancora
bar
più
weight.
tardi, stai solida! Dura bene! Stendi veloce, ferma!
And that's good, but it was slower, and she'll probably go another 2.5 kilos. She's delighted with, and the weight is up to 75 kilos for the next two lifters. First up will be Emma Granlund from Sweden. Well, her PB is 82.5. The smiling Granlund. Oh, she's had to really work. And it should be good. Yes, 3 white lights, but I just wonder how much more is there. Lenka Pilnikova from Great Britain will take the same weight, 75 kilos. Granlund really had to battle there, as you can see. And I wonder, will that be her limit today? Pilnikova's PB is 78 kilos. She is the British record holder in the 47s, and this is 75. No, and that was good. But of course, to break the British record, she would have to go 80, and I would suspect she will go 77.5 for the third attempt. And that came up, but she got away with it. And next we have Shizuka Rico from France, 77.5 kilos on the bar. This will equal her personal best. And that looks good. And everyone is just jostling for position in this bench press, trying to get as many kilos as they can onto their subtotal, trying not to be too ambitious, also not to be too conservative. And the skill is getting the number just right. And this is Noémie Alibert from France, 80 kilos on the bar to equal her personal best. And that looks good. And 3 white lights. Next up we have Anna Hourahan from Ireland. in the 52 kilo class. 80 kilos on the bar for her and Deckers, who will follow. She's still 2.5 kilos below her personal best, but the 77 was quite a battle. Can she find the extra 2.5? No, I was rather worried that the 77.5 was her limit, and so it may well be. Now, Deckers, 80 kilos for the Dutch lifter. This will equal her personal best. Coach Party Cayley looks on. He won his first ever European Open title in Pilsen back in August. What a great day that was for him. Oh, and that's good from Deckers. And 3 white lights. Next up, we have Dalida Mari from Italy, 82.5 kilos. Battling, but nope. Was that just too heavy? Or can she do anything technically to change that in the next round? I suspect the former. And now Tiffany Chapon. This will be a world junior record in bench press. The current record is 86. It will equal the single bench press record as well at 87.5. But remember, you cannot chip a junior record in open competition. And she's working, and that's good. And that is a new world junior bench press record from Tiffany Chapon. Fantastic lifting. The question is there another 2.5 kilos there? We will find out, because that is the minimum increase, and that is what she will have to go with her third attempt. Now, Szczawinska, 102.5 kilos on the bar as the Ukrainian coach looks on. Final lifter out in the second round in the 52s. Already in the lead in bench press by some distance. And she's battling it. And that is 3 white lights. What a fantastic attempt. And just looking at her body weight of 51.9, so call it 52. That is so close to double body weight bench press. So impressive. And at the end of the second round, with a new world junior record, Chapon leads in the 47s from Granlund and Pilnikova, and in the 52s, with that lift you've just seen, Szczawinska from Ukraine has a big lead over the rest of the field. And we're into the third round. This is Lores Fernandez in the 47s No, and just too much. She opened with 57.5, jumped 5 kilos, and missed it twice, where probably the better thing would have been take 2.5 kilo jumps, build up the total, but also build up confidence. Now, this is Anna Klishk from Russia, 62.5 for her as well. Missed it last time, but it was only a 2.5 jump for her. Oh, and I think she's got it this time. Yes, three white lights. Whatever went wrong last time, she has made a really good job of putting it right. Great lift. Now, Jessica Cabanil Chavez from Spain, her third attempt, 65 kilos. And I can tell you, Hurahan has passed on her third attempt, and I think that's a great call by the coaching team. She clearly was at her limit, and there was no point in expending any further energy on a lost
Dale
cause.
caña, duro. Venga, quieta arriba,
So
quieta la
this is
orden, venga.
65
Quieta.
kilos
Duro, duro.
from the
Venga, fuerte abajo,
52s,
fuerte abajo. ¡Vamos!
and she's working, and no, just too much. And that is a no lift for Cabanil Chavez. And Karen Angelini is up next, 70 kilos on the bar.
Non si lascia nulla!
Just
Tutto impaccato,
outside the
forza!
medals in the 47 bench,
Super aperta!
and this will not change that, but it
Super
will
aperta!
add 2.5 kilos to her
Chiusa!
total, and that
Apertissimo
could be
questo petto,
vital
fortissimo gomito
as she
schiena!
contends for an
Fortissimo!
overall medal
Forte sotto, sotto, sotto!
later
Ascolta i
in the
comandi e stai
morning.
dura! Dura bene! Veloce,
She's
stai!
working it.
Esterno!
Oh, that is a great battle.
85.
And
Angelini.
3 white lights for Angelini. She
Angelini.
won't get a bench medal. She doesn't care. She's building a total, and she's done exactly what she wanted to do.
Ballone!
The bar is ready for you. Come on, Emma.
This is Granlund. Good at 72.5 and 75. Now 77.5. But was 75 her limit today? She really had to work to get 75. Can she find another 2.5 kilos? This is important in the context of the overall competition. Oh, she's working it. Oh, that is a great lift from Granlund. That is a much better lift than her second round lift, and she will be delighted with that.
Next lifter,
Ballone!
Lenka
Now,
Pilnikova.
Lenka
The
Pilnikova,
bar is ready for Lenka
and
Pilnikova.
as I thought, she's not tempted by the new British record. She'd have had to go 80. She seemed reasonably close to her limit at 75. 77.5 was the right call, and she's guaranteed the bronze medal in bench press. She is heavier than Granlund, taking the same weight. Can do no better than bronze. And that's a great lift from Pilnikova as well. And she gets 3 white lights, and they are all adding vital kilos to their totals.
Jessica Hart, 80
It's
kilo.
not just about the bench
The bar
press
is
medals,
ready.
good though they are. And now Shizuka Rico from France. We are in the 52 kilo class. She's outside the medals and bench. This won't change that. But again, we're talking about building totals. Rico expected to be on the podium, and she will be fighting for the gold medal and the title of European champion. So she doesn't want to give away a single kilo on the bench, but she cannot do that. But as we've said throughout the week, if you fail 2.5 kilos above a weight you've done, you've got the best you can possibly get on the day, and I'm nothing to reproach yourself about.
Bar is ready.
Now,
Count up.
Alaba
Count up.
also
Next
in the
is
52s,
Davida.
and we expect the battle for gold overall to be between the two French lifters, Alabert and Rico. So this is vital for her as well. Can she get the extra 2.5 kilos? That would make such a difference in deadlifts. And the answer is yes, she can. Two
Next
white
is
lights,
number
she gets a
120.
yellow, presumably for butt off the
220.
bench, and we can check that.
The bar is ready for Henri Vanina, Italy.
Well, it wasn't for that. I don't know what it was for, but definitely not but.
Thank you,
And
sir.
now we have Dalida Marie.
Bench press, 1,000.
She missed this last time. She was good for 80, missed 82.5. Can she do something differently? No, no. And that is a no lift for Mari, and there are 3 lifts to go, and it's Decker. She opened on 75, took it up to 80, and this is for 82.5
This is
kilos.
low again. Bench press is too heavy to low. Nicely press above 230.
And this will get her the bronze medal in bench press. Only one lifter to follow in the 52s who is already ahead of her. Oh no, great battle from Decker, but she will have to settle for 4th place in the bench.
Next lifter,
But she's added as many kilos as she can to her total.
she's an attempt
And now we
low
move to
record
the
for
47 kilo class, and this is Tiffany Chapon.
back
And
on
this is
the
another world junior record attempt. She broke the record on the second attempt. This will break it again. It will also break the single bench press world junior record. Can she find the extra 2.5 kilos needed to break both the records?
Ouverture et point.
No, no, just too much. You just got the feeling that the 87.5 was close to her limit, and maybe 88.5 might have been there, but the full 2.5 kilo jump that she had to
bar is
take
ready.
was just
125
too much.
kilo, Tetiana
And there is
Shabinska.
one lift to go in this absorbing bench press competition, and it's Chavinska from Ukraine,
Last attempt for bench press.
and she will be battling for the bronze medal overall, we think. And this extra 2.5 kilos is going to be such a help. It's going to bring her closer to Decker. Remember, Decker's missed her final lift. If Stravinska can make it, she will close the gap. Oh, that's a great bench press from the Ukrainian.
Yes.
3 white lights, and we have everything to play for in the deadlifts. As we look at that bench press from Stravinska one more time, and just to look at the results in bench press before we go to a break. The gold medal goes to Tiffany Chapon from France with a new world junior bench press record. Silver goes to Granlund from Sweden with 77.5. The bronze to Pilnikova from Great Britain, also with 77.5, but as you can see, at a slightly heavier body weight. And in the 52s, Stravinska takes the gold. Um, Alibert takes the silver, and Mari from Italy takes the bronze. And you can see in terms of totals, subtotals, Chapon a mile clear in the 47s, and in the 52s, only 1 kilo separates Deckert and Alibert, with Stravinska a further 10 kilos behind. Rico is in fifth place, but Rico potentially has the best deadlift. It is all to play for. We will go to a break. Join us again in just under 18 minutes as this fantastic first session of open competition reaches its conclusion. and welcome back to Vasteras, where we are about to see an absorbing climax to these first two open competitions of the week. We are two-thirds of the way through the 47 and 52 kilo classes. If you've been with us earlier, you would have seen world records set in both the 47 and 52 kilo classes. We've also seen a world junior record in the bench press, and we are about to go with the deadlifts that will determine everything. And uh, just what's on the screen just now, that is the result of the bench press that we've just seen. Chapon wins the 47s with a new junior world record. Chavinska from Ukraine with a great 105 to keep herself in touch of an overall medal. She won the 52s. And this is Anna Klishk from Russia in the 47s. That looks good. And three white lights. And we've lost no one from the competition, thankfully. So every time a lifter makes a deadlift, they also make a total. Jessica Cabanil Chavez from Spain up next in the 52 kilo class.
Venga, por ella, vamos, fuerte. Venga, con todo, va. Venga, bien pegadita abajo, vamos, fuerte. Vamos, duro, vamos. Quieta, quieta.
And that looks good for Chavez. And yes, three white lights. Now, also from Spain, but in the 47 kilo class, we have Ana Lores Fernandez up next. 130 kilos on the bar. And then the next two lifters will both be in 135. And that looks good. Three wide lines. And next up, Karen Angelini, also in the 47s. 135 kilos. She's at a good competition. Angelini. And as I normally do, I think I'll just let the first round of deadlift unfold. And then as we get into the second round, we can talk more about overall places using the double overhand hook grip. It's becoming increasingly popular. Oh, that's a great lift from Angelini. Three white lights. Pilnikova from Great Britain will attempt the same weight.
She wants also the silver medal for Iran. The bar is ready
As you
for
can see, her
restart.
personal best is
So she
145
is safe.
kilos. So this should be reasonably safe.
Italia, please come. Italy, please come to the secretary attention.
And that looks good. And three white lines.
Good lift, Slovakia. Next lifter, Emma Granlund, Sweden.
And next up is Emma Granlund from Sweden.
Bar is
She took
ready.
the silver medal in
She
bench
wants also
press
medal.
on body weight from
Pilnikova, she is
Pilnikova.
in first lift. Please come out, Emma. Next lifter, the bar is
And she is the
ready now.
second last out in deadlift. That looks good. And three white lights.
Disqualified for yo-yo.
And we
This is
move to
why
the
we need the
52
technique of
kilo
this
class
lifter
for the
because
next three lifters.
the bar is ready. We change of category. We are in
Mari from Italy,
Mari Dalida, Italy. Next lifter,
comfortably below her personal best. Looks good. Three white lights.
Three white line, next lifter, and now we have Renata.
Geht gerade, geht gerade mal. Voll richtig gut da. An die Frau.
And next up, Anna Hurahan from
Lovely day
Ireland,
for you.
145 kilos for her.
Next lifter, Tatiana Shabinska, Ukraine.
10 kilos below her personal best. And that looked easy.
Good lift. Three white
It
line,
was a
Ukraine.
blink and you'll miss it
White
deadlift.
line.
So just in case you blinked,
Shabinska,
we'll show it to
Ukraine.
you
The
again.
bar is loaded.
Yep, great deadlift from Hurahan. Now Shavinska, my apologies, the gold medalist in the bench press, taking 145 kilos for her deadlift opener. No, 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 that just came out of her hands. It was a grip issue, not a strength issue. And in the background, you saw Tiffany Chapon. She will be next out in the 47s. Remember, she's only 20 years old. Not only is she a junior, she's still got 3 more years as a junior. But here she is in the open, leading and opening only 11 kilos below the world junior record in deadlift.
The bar is loaded for you. Come on, Chapeau.
I'm just looking ahead. This would put her to 395. The world junior total record is 397.5. And that looks really good.
Good lift.
So
Three
if she
white
puts 5 kilos
line.
on, she's got the world
Oh,
junior
we have
total
another
record
deadlift on
with a
the
lift to go. She may go
lifter
even
deadlift.
higher. Will she
The bar is
chase the
loaded.
world junior deadlift
The
record
bar
as
is
well?
loaded.
We will soon find out. But
Tatiana
meanwhile, this is
Lekeso.
Plundeckers from the Netherlands, 155 for her as well, 7.5 kilos below her personal best.
Easy. And good. Three white line.
And that's 3 white lights. And now the bar goes up to 180 kilos. If you were there when I was summarizing at the end of bench press, I said Rico lay in fifth place,
The bar is
but
loaded.
do not count her
Powerlifting
out.
professional leads his team.
And now she will take a 180 kilo deadlift that will put her right into the mix for a place on the podium. And it is easy. Wow.
Yes, indeed. Three white line. Next lifter
Three
bringing her
white
back from
lights.
France.
And the
Also
last
from
lifter out is Noemi Alabert, also from France.
the bar is loaded.
And that's a great deadlift as well.
Yes,
Three
three white
white
line
lights.
for the winner position.
Oh, and weren't these last two deadlifts super impressive?
Now we start with the second athlete, Miss
And
Russia,
at the end of the
Anna
round, and we're talking
Kuzminska.
deadlift rather than total here, Chapon leads with 155 kilos in the 47s. Alibert leads in the 52s, but she is only 2.5 kilos ahead of Rico. Both very impressive indeed. And we are into the second round. And it's Anna Klishk from Russia with her second attempt, 135 kilos.
Russia.
Only one red light in the first round, and that was Chavinska, and that was a grip issue. Sometimes you're just so focused on other aspects of the lift, you forget to grip hard enough. And I thought she wasn't going to get it moving, but yes, she has, and she locks it out, and that should be good. And it's three white lights.
The bar is ready for Jessica Cavani Chavez. 8.
And next up, we've got the Spanish lifter Cabanil Chavez in the 52 kilo class. She's taking a 7.5 kilo jump.
Venga, agárrala bien fuerte y a por ella, va. Venga, duro, vamos, fuerte. Venga, vamos, 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 vamos.
135
Vamos, vamos. Quieta, 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 quieta. Quieta.
That looks good. And yes, indeed, three white lights. Two phase, but the bar didn't go down, the bar didn't rest on the thighs, and that is fine from all three referees. Now, the other Spanish lifter in the 47s, Ana Lores Fernandez, taking 142.5 kilos. This is so closely contested that will put her from 5th to 2nd place. And it's 2-1. She got a blue. Let's see what the blue was for. Did it rest on the thighs? Did it go down? Didn't see it if it did. And now Pilnikova, Great Britain, 142.5. And this will put her
Next lifter,
into silver medal position.
the same category.
2.5 kilos below her personal best. And that looks good from Pilnikova. She got a blue from the center referee. Again, blue would normally be downward movement or resting on the thighs in the deadlift. Didn't see any of that. Red is the signal that it wasn't fully locked out. And Granlund has just been smiling all the time since she walked out for her first squat. Even the red lights in the third squat didn't stop the smile. And she battles it up, and now she is in silver medal position. Such a close battle. And now Karen Angelini, my apologies, from Italy comes out 145. And this will put her into silver medal position. And the lifter that moved from 5th to 2nd will suddenly move back to 5th. As fired up as anyone here today, which is as it should be. She battles. Oh, that's a great flip. I almost thought she was going to tip forward there, but she didn't. Well, one referee didn't like it. They said the lift wasn't completed. You can see that slight wobble at the top, but it is a good lift. And now this is Stravinska. She missed her opener, if you remember. She was the only one to miss her opener. It just came out of her hands before she had a chance to get it moving. She just needs to focus more on the grip, and she should be fine.
Angelini, no leave at the second attempt. So you can change the level.
No! Oh dear. And she couldn't get it off the floor this time, and Maybe the focus was so much on the grip, it wasn't in the other aspects of the lift, and she has one more chance to get it right. But Dalida Mari in the 52s, she's ranked fourth overall. This will take her from fifth to fourth in deadlift and improve her overall position. It's a 12.5 kilo jump. It takes her to 377.5. Deckers is sitting on 396 in bronze medal position. I think she's too far away. Now, Anna Hurahan, Ireland, PB 155 on the bar, 155, a 10 kilo jump. And still, this will only move her into
The
fourth
bar is ready.
place
Johanna Uyan.
in deadlift. And she's
Next
ranked
lifter,
fifth
shot number
overall,
50
but
pounds.
it will build her kilos. Her PB is 361. This would take her to 360 with one lift remaining. Oh, that was easy. And they now have to decide
Ready, a white rise.
what the
Next lifter,
target is for the
shot
third lift. Is it just 2.5 kilos for a new total PB, or is there more than that to come? Now, Tiffany Chapon from France, her deadlift PB was 155. She's taken it up to 162.5, and this will be for a world junior
The bar is
total record.
ready for shot number 20.
This would
In
put her
at
to
23.5
403.
years old.
The current record is 397.5. And she smashed it. Absolutely smashed it.
Yes.
Three white lights, and her next target surely will be the World Junior Deadlift record. She can't chip it, remember, in an open competition. She would have to go 167.5, and that's what I would expect to see in the bar next time. We move back to the 52s. The action is non-stop. This is Deckers. She is in third place overall. This would move her into silver medal position ahead of Rico. But Rico, of course, will have a lift to take silver medal place back.
So takes a silver medal position in total.
This is the world record holder in squat, looking for a silver medal overall. Oh, that's a great lift from Decker.
Easy.
Absolutely great lift.
Is the lift
Three white
record
lights.
24,000.
And the coaching team will have decisions to make because she will come out before Rico and now Noemi Alabert from France.
The bar is
Deadlift
ready
PB
for
190
Rico.
on the bar,
Around 190
190.
kilo at the bar.
And that cements her position in the lead overall.
Easy at
That puts her to
3 white lights on the floor.
430 kilos.
Next lifter, Eiko Suzuka.
And now Rico will
Eiko
go
is ready to fire.
190 kilos.
Left
This to
hand.
regain silver medal
Final
position
round of fight
overall.
between France and Netherlands for the silver medal in
And
total.
she's also ranked second in deadlift.
Easy. Come on, Eiko.
Same weight as Alabert, but she's fractionally heavier by 600 grams. Oh, that is easy. Well, she gets a blue from the center referee. Was her downward movement? Was her resting on the thighs? Didn't see it. And at the end of two really exciting rounds of deadlift, Let's talk totals. Tiffany Chapon is the champion in the 47s. Nobody is going to come anywhere near her. In the 52s, Alibert has one hand on the title. The battle is for silver between Rico and Deckard, who are only separated by 6.5 kilos. Everything to play for as we go into the third round. And we start off with Anna Klitschko coming out for her final lift of the day. 300 pounds, 137.5 kilos, and she fights it all the way up. What a great battle.
Yes.
Three
One
white
point, green
lights,
light.
and the
That's
third
Cecilia
round is
Cabanilles
underway.
from Spain.
Next, we move to the 52s. Jessica Cabanilles Chavez, 140 kilos on the bar for her. PB 120. This will be a massive improvement if she can make it. She's her first year out of the juniors into the open. She's only been competing for 3 years. She can only get better, and this experience will have done her development the world of good. Remember,
Nobody's
third
ready.
round deadlifts, the bar is
From
cleaned
Mexico.
between each attempt, so the pace is fractionally slower. But if the pace is slower, the intensity is greater.
Métele, va, fuerte. Venga, bien fuerte las
For
manos.
a
Pegando,
20
vamos, vamos,
kilo
duro.
PB on what she came to the
Venga, va, fuerte,
championship with.
Vamos, vamos,
This
vamos,
is
vamos.
Cabanel
Venga, fuerte, va,
Chavez.
va, va.
One last effort. It's moving.
¡Vamos!
Oh, she
Sigue, sigue,
fights, she
sigue, sigue,
fights, she
sigue,
fights, and I think that's good.
Big time.
She smiles.
And
No, she
Cecilia
gets a blue and a red. I honestly don't know what the red was for, because that suggested the lift wasn't finished. And if you look at this, oh, I feel a bit sorry for her, to be honest. That looked to me like a great lift. She thought it was good, but no lift. Now, Karen Angelini, Italy, 145 kilos. This to move into bronze medal position in the deadlift and silver medal position overall. But remember, it is so close. Every lifter that comes pushes the lifter that's just been down once, down one place. It's really tight.
Veloce, forte, forte, vai, 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 vai. Tieni, ferma.
Oh, and that looks good as well.
Sì.
Three white lights for Angelini.
silver position for the
And
moment.
there is Italian delight
Pilnikowa.
as she moves
Very
into
good
silver
technique,
medal
very good.
position overall, silver medal in deadlift. Now Pilnikova from Great Britain, 145. This will equal her personal
This
best.
attacks
This will move her into third in total,
the man is running for
fourth
you, Linda
place in
Pilnikova.
deadlift.
It's an attempt for
This
the bronze medal
potentially
position
to
in
get
total.
onto the podium at the European Championships. What a moment. This is where you have to commit every fiber of your being to the lift. And she does. And I think that's good. She likes it.
Yes,
It's
good
three
technique from
white
Pilnikova.
lights, and Lenka Pilnikova
Bronze medal
moves into
position for
bronze medal
Romania.
position. She has 340 kilos. Granlund will have to change if she wants to beat her, and she has. But this
She is the first person
is
to
Chavinska
Congratulations,
from
ladies and
Ukraine.
gentlemen.
She needs this to make a
Chavinska!
total. She's battled all day. The
Chavinska!
first one came out of her hands. The second one didn't move. And did she get that?
What say referee? Sorry,
No.
for the
2-1.
Sorry, buddy.
2-1. What
Next
a
is
shame.
Aaron Fernandez from Spain.
It was nearly there. And then the left shoulder just moved
Aaron
down
Fernandez
slightly.
from Spain.
before she got the down command, and that's why she got a white light from the other side. The referee on the other side wouldn't have picked that up. So close, but not to be. What a shame. We can't even contemplate it anymore. The action is continuous. Lores Fernandez, 147.5. This to move into silver medal position in deadlift, and from fifth to fourth in total. And it was just too much. She could not get it moving, and she goes and thanks the referees. Now this is Emma Granlund. She made a change. She increased the weight from 150 to 152.5, and this will move her into bronze medal position in body weight and push Pilnikova off the podium.
The bar is ready. Come on, Sri
The smiling Swede, but will she be the smiling assassin to the British lifters' ambitions? She's had to go heavier. She's never been this heavy before. But this is for bronze at the European Championships in her home country. And she fights and she fights and she works and she still pulls and she won't give up and she locks it out. But what do the referees say? It's a good lift! 2-1. What a fantastic battle by the Swedish lifter. That was hard from the moment it left the floor, and she never gave up, and she just pulled and pulled and pulled and then pulled some more. And with that fantastic effort, she takes bronze overall. And there are half a dozen lifts to go. And the next up is Dalida Mari from Italy, 157.5. In the 52 class, she is just outside the medals. This will not change that, sadly for her, but she's had a really good day. And she finishes in style. That should be 3 white lights. Yes, it is. She celebrates. She's improved her total PB by 15 kilos. It was 370, now it's 385. Now, Anna Hurahan, she's gone up 10 kilos. She needed to go up 2.5 for a new PB. This will, in total, that is. This will be a huge PB in both deadlift and total if she makes it. PB in total 361, this will give her 370. PB in deadlift 155, this will give her 165. A huge lift for Anna Hurahan. And it's somewhere she's never been close to before in deadlift. Oh, and it is just too much. And you see the frustration. So close, but a no lift. And Tiffany Chapon again. It's a world junior total record. It's also a world junior. Actually, it's a world open total record, I think. Yes, it is. This is a world open total record, a world junior deadlift record attempt. The world open record is 407.5. This will give Chapon 408. And the world junior deadlift record 166. This for 167.5. It's going. Oh, I thought she had it. It was so close, and only at the very top did. Oh, look, she was almost there, and she just couldn't do that last fractional bit of the lift. But nonetheless, a fantastic performance. Now, Plundeckers. This is the battle for silver medal overall in the 52 kilo class. Rico, as you can see, is in second place in 4:12 and a half. Deckers is on 4:06, but this would put Deckers to 4:13.5. But remember, Rico still has a lift to come, and big things are going to happen. Oh no, it's just too much. Deckers really had to try that. She couldn't not try it. She wouldn't have slept for a week wondering if she would have made it or not. And both Alabert and Rico are going to attempt the world deadlift record. They have both put 196 on the bar. Alabert is out first. Just to clarify, because there are fractional weights on the bar, if Alaba gets 196, Rico's number will automatically be increased to 196.5. If they were both, say, 197.5, that would not be the case. But because it is a fractional number only permitted in a world record attempt, that's the way it's done. Oh, and that is easy. She has smashed that. And that is a new world record for Alaba.
A new world record
And
of
that has put her to 436. Now she is miles clear. She is the champion. Rico is miles clear in silver medal overall, but the weight has increased to 196.5, the final lift of the session. Will we get back to back world records by two different lifters on two successive lifts? What an end to a fantastic first session of open lifting here at the 2021 European Classic Powerlifting Championships. And here she comes, Shizuka Rico, France, final lift of the session for a world deadlift record 196.5. Oh, it's easy. It's easy. It looks like an opener. It's three white lights. And Rico takes the silver medal overall. But she is the new world record holder in deadlift. What a fantastic session the lighter women have put on for us this morning. Absolutely wonderful. We've had world junior records in all three disciplines. And at the end of it all, let me just bring myself down a little bit and summarize. The gold medal in the 47 kilo class goes to 20-year-old Tiffany Chapon from France, 403 kilos, and it was so nearly 5 kilos more. The silver medal goes to Angelini from Italy with 342.5 kilos. The bronze medal only 2.5 kilos behind Emma Granlund from Sweden with a deadlift that seemed to go on and on and on as she fought the bar from below her knees right to the top. And that fantastic effort from Granlund pushed Pilnikova from Great Britain out of the medals on body weight. She also had 340 kilos. Lourdes Fernandez from Spain not far behind on 332.5. And moving to the 52s, what a performance we saw today. Noemi Alabert from France is the champion, 436 kilos. She broke the world record, but she was only the world record holder for 2 minutes because the silver medalist with 419 kilos followed her and broke the world record by a further half a kilo. And the bronze medalist with the fantastic consolation of a new world record in squat was Plan Deckert from the Netherlands with 406 kilos. What a fantastic session we have seen today, and it is going to continue this afternoon. 13:30 local time, we have the women's 57 kilo class. And then looking further ahead, 1700 hours local time, we have the women's 63 kilo class. What a morning's powerlifting we have just seen. Please stay with us for the medal ceremony. I'll leave you now from the commentary booth. Try and recapture my composure. Get ready to go again with the women's 57s at 13:30 local time in Stockholm. Stay with us for the medal ceremony. Join us again for commentary this afternoon. Until then, bye for now.
Okay, big approach was this first perform open European Championship. Okay, now we have introduced the new official. In first we have Adolf Ashram. vice-président. Bravo. And the second official is Gaston Barrage, IPF président. Thank you, Arnaud. Now we start with the 47 kilo category in squat. Bronze medal, Angelini Karim, Italie. Silver medal, Lores Fernandez Ana from Spain. And the gold medal with the new world record open, Chapon Tiffany de France. Okay, for the picture, yes, one second. Thank you. Now with bench press, the bronze medal, Niko Valenka from Great Britain. Silver medal, Eva Granlund from Sweden. And the gold medal in bench press is Chapon Tiffany de France. Okay, thank you. Deadlift. Bronze medal, Angelini Karim from Italy. Silver medal, Granlund from Sweden. And the gold medal, Chapon Tiffany from France. Okay, thank you. Now the total, the bronze medal in this category, 47 kilo, is Granlund from Sweden. And 40 kilo. The silver medal, Angelini Karim, Italy, 342 kilo. And the gold medal in this European Open Classic Powerlifting Championship 2021 is Chapon Tiffany de France. squat, bronze medal, Marie Dalida, Italie. Silver medal, Annabelle Brady from France. And the gold medal in squat with a new record, Deadlift from Netherlands. Thank you. Now the bronze medal, Marie Dalida, Italy. The silver medal, Annabelle Brady from France. And the gold medal, Tetiana Shavitska from Ukraine. Thank you. Now in deadlift, bronze medal, Deadlift from Netherlands. Silver medal, Annabelle Brady from France. And the gold medal with the new world record, Ringo Shizuka from France. Thank you. Now we go down. Bronze medal, Deadlift from Netherlands. 46 kilos. The silver medal, Ringo Shizuka from France. 490 kilos. And the European Classic Powerlifting 2021 is Noémie Albert from France with a new world total record, 476 kilos. Everybody please stand up for Marseillaise.
Un petit sourire à tonton.
Music maestro. Music maestro. Okay. Please a big applause from the audience, please. Big applause from the community. From the category. We are seeing very big part. Thank you. And now the next session is 130.